Good afternoon from Okinawa, Japan, home to OkiSubies. Today, in this video, we're going to be addressing issues with version 1 through 3, the early model GC8 windows, and why they won't work on your car. In the older model GC8s, they have a model called the Type RA WRX, and they come with manual windows. They share the same door panels as this model here, but this has power windows in it. And if we turn the key on right now and put the power on, engine off, we cannot roll the windows down. And so there's two possible reasons. Well, it's three, right? One, it could be the window motor's bad. Okay, simply that. The other two are a little bit more in depth. We'll explain them now. So the window's not working, so what we'll do is go underneath the hood and check the fuse that controls the accessories. On the GC8s and most Subarus, here on the passenger side for the JDM models, there is a fuse box. In the fuse box, we can see that this front is numbered SBF number 1. Okay, it's not very helpful at all. The front one we know is for accessories, and so one of the very first things you want to do when diagnosing your Windows system not working is to check this fuse. And in this case, the fuse is good. We can check that the fuse is good visually. You can see the connection right in there. There's no break in the connection. So we'll move on to the next one. And so this next one, just like in the crank no start, should have been a recall, and I think it is, because when I mentioned version 1 through 3, we've never had an issue like this with version 4s and newer. It's just these older models. And so we'll go inside the car and I'll show you the next step. So step number 2 is on the passenger side of the vehicle for all the JDM cars, and it's underneath the seat. So what we have to do is remove the seat to gain access to this next part. So there's 2 bolts in the front, and then you slide the seat forward. And there's 3 bolts in the back that hold the seat in. I've already disconnected them or taken them out, removed them for ease. You just slide the seat back. You can completely remove the seat if you like. I'm just going to slide it back. And then you have some clips on the side that hold this little kick panel down. I'm going to pull that off too. This cage in the car may make it a little more difficult to get to and access what we're looking at. So when you pull back the carpet, there's this component here, which I've already detached. It's held on by 2 screws, and it shows the relay here and this component here. Not sure the name of it. However, they're important when it comes to controlling your windows. So normally, this issue has only happened when there's rain inside the car, getting inside the car, or some type of moisture or whatever. The first instance that it happened was a guy's drain tube coming from his AC clogged up. It flooded his floorboard on this side, and it messed it up. It shorted these wires that go from the relay to the doohickey. The second instance was the car was leaking in from the top, had a hole in the top of the car, and it was leaking in, and it wet it too. So in both instances, your car got wet inside, and all 4 windows stopped working. So earlier I mentioned you can check your window motor if your window's not working. Normally that's the case if it's just one window, but in this instance, all 4 of your windows will stop working. I'll check the fuse first for the accessories. Secondly, come underneath the passenger seat and check this setup right here. So this is the relay, easy enough to see here that this is the relay, and it runs wires to this component. Now this component will look in the schematic and hopefully be able to give you the name of this component here, but the wires from the relay run to it. And in both scenarios, the wires were damaged. It's like they had shorted out and got burnt, and they no longer were connected. There's an open actually inside the wire. And so the fix is to replace the wires. And yeah, so hopefully if you're having an issue and you're trying to troubleshoot and figure out why are my windows not working on my earlier GC8, you can check that fuse first. You can check the motor too, but if all 4 of them are working, most likely it's going to be the component underneath your passenger seat. Hopefully this helped you out, and we'll continue trying to share little tidbits like this with you all. Yeah, thanks for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks.